to. I went to bed early around 2100. And just got woken up about 10 minutes ago by a plethora of noises from the south. It's just a bunch of knocking. There are people out there knocking around while pushing the sewage smell. Essentially, at the very beginning, it was just a plethora of knocking to get my attention, essentially to wake me up from sleeping, and reestablish whatever I guess I'll say trigger that had, because for the past couple of days that hasn't been the case since I moved things around in the room. We are always be cautious. Whenever there's a change, they take time so they can do a sweep of sorts and make sure nothing's changed, that counter surveillance hasn't been set up. So it takes them a couple of days to do that, to make sure that there's no counter surveillance equipment that has been set up. And once that's the case, they come back with a vengeance, and it's just, they go crazy. So that's what's going on. In the meantime, before I moved things around in the room, it was heavy sense of smell bombarding. I mean, like heavy. It was as if someone set off a stink bomb in the room, type of heavy. But today, it's a mixture of conditioning and anchoring of the sound with the smell, right? Because ear, nose, and throat, or ear, nose, ENT, right? Ear, nose, and throat. Those things are all connected in the body. So you attack the ears, and then you attack the nose. And I don't know what's going on with the throat, or the sense of taste. Maybe by overwhelming the ears and the nose, you can change the sense of taste so that you can control the throat muscles. I don't know. But essentially what they're doing is they're knocking, there's a pop or a knock, and then they release the smell. Pop, knock, release smell. Pop, knock, release smell. Eventually, they're gonna change that cadence so that my body's conditioned to feel or respond to the sense of smell the same way that it does to the pop and the knock. Now, I do have to say that there is a book out there from a professor in the university called Microwave Auditory Effects on the Human Mind or Body. I think that's the title, something like that. That essentially talks about the sequences and what happens in the human mind when it's hit by microwaves. And there's a mixture of both of that, of the sound and the microwaves and the smell at the same time. Essentially, it's to hide the microwaves, which is directed energy, and all the extra noise that's happening is just to hide the microwaves when they use it, right? That way the senses don't pick them up, and you confuse the person even more so as to what's going on. So that's my update for tonight. And it's been about 5 minutes. Wait, 4 minutes and 50 seconds as of one second ago. So yep, that's my update for tonight. And this has been a sleep disruption production brought to you in part by law enforcement targeting me as a domestic violent extremist that I am not. Yeah.